Yeah, we'll wait just a minute if someone other will join.
Leo, hopefully you saw my email about Sumit. He is one of our principal engineers. We look forward to having him as he's volunteered for the internal CNC program. So I appreciate all your help thus far.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And our plan is to have 3-4 junior engineers working with Sumit, ideally speaking. Although we don't know, I mean, Falco, you mentioned that it's a more complicated project, so we'll experiment with that. If the junior engineers are able to contribute, great. Otherwise, I mean, Sumit is fairly senior, and so you'll at least have Sumit contributing, keeping our fingers crossed.
Yes.
Wow, that will be great. Thank you.
So I think we can start. Hi everyone, and welcome to the weekly Falco Community call. Please write your name in the document under the "You Join" section. And also during this call, the CNC Code of Conduct applies, so please be kind and nice to everyone else. And last but not least, this call is being recorded. So if you don't want to be recorded, please turn off your camera. So I think we can start with the week highlights. The first is my point. So Falco release 0.32.2. Yesterday we released the Falco 0.32.2, and it was a small release because we just fixed the URL to download the BF probe, and so just one commit. I put in the Archimede the link to the blog post and to the GitHub release, and I think nothing else. If you want to try it, the link are always the same. You can find them in the blog post or also on the Slack channel. And that's all, I suppose. So from my side, it's all. We can go with Leo and Jason on governance update in progress.
Oh, yes. This is basically an update. We already talked about this in the previous community call. Basically, we are in the process of refreshing our governance. We have been working on a draft that now I would say is almost ready. Maybe there are small things to fix. We also asked for an advice to the tag contributor strategy. It's a technical advisor group from the CNCF. They reviewed our request yesterday and today. You can see all the comments, their concern, and their suggestion. I and Jason, we tried to integrate every feedback, every suggestion. We will keep this open, I believe, at least for another week, and then at some point we will invite every maintainer of the organization to vote on this proposal. Meanwhile, every feedback is welcome. So please, if you want to take a look, it will be really appreciated. The link to the pull request is in the Archimede. I want just to say the last word on this. The most important points on the new governance are: we written down our principles. We specified how the leadership of the project works, because in the previous governance it was a little ambiguous. We introduced the ability to create tags that are technical advisory group, and we described the whole decision-making and voting process in every detail. There are also other documents in addition to that that are basically guidelines for specific topics, like how to onboard board maintainers or how to add or remove repository to the Falco organization. Consider that once this proposal get approved, there will be will be follow-up pull request to move and correct other documents that are currently spread across the organization. Our goal is to centralize and consolidate everything inside the evolution repository. That basically will be the place to describe and document the evolution of the Falco project. That's it. I don't know if Jason do you want to add something?
Yeah, just that for those that are new to the project, this is one of the steps that we are taking with the goal of submitting Falco for graduation again in the CNCF. We set this goal about 1.5 months ago, and this is basically where we are at. After we are solid with our governance, I think we'll probably start actually submitting, maybe, but that's one of the next steps. But that's basically where we are right now.
Okay, thank you, Jason and Leo. I will take a look. And yeah, I think we can go on with the agenda. We have a point from Aldo.
Yeah, just a quick update about on Falco CTL. As many of you know, Falco CTL is a project that in the late period it hasn't seen a lot of contributions. So the idea here is to maintain it with and add some new features. We have thought about that, and in the near future, let's say that in the last few days, I've been working on that, and I've been focused on putting the repo in a good shape for the future work, and also to welcome contributions from external contributors. So I've been working on all the things related with the CI, linting, formatting, building for multiple architectures and operating systems, and so on. All of this is because we want to add some new features that is related with plugins and rules, let's say with Falco artifacts. And I know that there have been some effort in the last period for that, but we came out that we are going to follow the OCI distribution and artifacts specification for how to handle the rules and plugins in Falco. Why we need that is because rules and plugins usually are updated more often than the releases of Falco. So we need a way to have those artifacts distributed in a timely manner. So the idea here is to follow, as I said, the OCI specifications, and I would say that that's it. So in the next days, you will see a lot of PRs on Falco CTL aiming to that direction. So for anybody that wants to contribute, Falco CTL, first of all, we have to say that Falco CTL is written in Go. So if we have Go developers here that want to contribute to the Falco project, they are welcome. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Al. Sorry, but I prefer C++, but okay. If you want to write in Go. So we can go on.
Sorry, Andrea, can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Aldo because Falco CTL was abandoned for a lot of time. I remained the only maintainer active in that repository. Indeed, there is a call open for contributors and maintainers. Aldo responded to this call because he is aware of the need of creating a mechanism to distribute plugin rules. In my original idea, I also wanted to use Falco CTL to implement with a real programming language like Go, the features that are currently provided by Falco driver loader. That's a bash script. This, at least, this is my plan. I don't know if we will keep it, but the point is we want to revamp that project. We want to make Falco CTL useful for our users, because until now it has been just a repository under Falco security organization. So everyone that is willing to be involved, please let us know. We are open. We are trying to find new contributors and maintain from the project. And thank you again, Aldo, for his effort, for his great job.
Thank you, guys. I think we can go on with Adnan.
Hey there, how are you?
Hi.
Hello. First of all, I just want to say, amazing project. I literally just spun up Falco this morning. That's probably later for you guys or earlier for you guys. I'm in the East Coast, so I took a spin at your repositories and everything, and I must say I'm quite impressed. So I filed a bug as well as a feature request, and it happened to be on a Wednesday. And I looked at your contribution docs and I said, hey, there's a meeting scheduled today. Why don't I just hop in and say hello? So hello. Sorry. Oh, I didn't have my camera on. Sorry. There we go. Nice to meet y'all. So I wanted to discuss one particular thing from you guys, and I want to know if I was going off the rails or not. But this particular feature, I think would be very, very useful. A lot of organizations, I know you guys can read it, so please disregard me speaking out loud here and describing it. But this is a very common use case I found, and even with like third parties, every person that does ingestion from S3, they always have this issue where they expect you to sort of plug in your S3 SNS directly to, your SNS directly to the CloudTrail. And it actually completely removes a lot of flexibility, because a lot of organizations will have, 20, 30 accounts. The organization that I'm dealing with right now has over 20 plus accounts, and most of them, we don't really care about ingesting this data. So the proposal that I have here that I'm thinking out loud is, if we can get SNS notifications from the actual S3 bucket as opposed to directly from the CloudTrail, because the CloudTrail kind of provides a hierarchical path for all the different accounts under the S3 bucket. And you can usually, you can just add the SNS notifications for a specific path or account that you care about. And then those are the messages that will get sent off to SQS. So my sort of feature request here and asking if this is something that, would be of interest is to actually enable that functionality. And I actually looked at the code a little bit too, and it looks like it's not too difficult, and it's not a major refactor or anything like that. I think it should be pretty straightforward to implement as well. That's all my thoughts.
Yeah, thank you. I think it makes sense. I don't know if Jason or Leo want to say something.
Yeah, so the person that worked on the CloudTrail plugin the most is Loris, which is not here today. But I worked on some refactoring. My opinion, this works as a proposal. As you said, I think this is quite a common use case, so it will be pretty valuable as a contribution. My concern is not to break the plugin in the sense of the UX, like what we support right now should still be supported, I think, because I think that we already have some users of this. Yeah, adding this as a new way of like opening the plugin event source, I think that would be great. I don't know if Leo worked on this too. If you have any comments on this.
No. I don't have a clear opinion on that because I should dig a bit into it. I believe that this request seems reasonable to me. We have to dig a bit. We have to ask Loris, the plugin author. Indeed, I put a comment with in CC for this reason. And if you think the change is not so huge, if you would like to open up a request or just a draft, just to give us an idea, you are welcome. feel free to do that.
Yep,
Okay.
that was my intent. That was the intent of
Perfect.
what I was hoping today to
Yeah.
find out if I can at least open up a
Yeah.
draft PR so folks don't shoot it down. And I'm not wasting.
Perfect. Because usually, not usually, sometimes the code is clearer than just trying to imagine the future. So if you want to open the pull request, it's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, that looks great to me. Like if you need any help, feel free to like ping the channel or even individually. I mean, I understand that like plugins are sort of like the new thing in the project. They're not like extensively documented, and maybe you will incur some like testing issues or like you will need some guidance. If that's the case, feel free to ping community folks or me personally. I will be happy to help.
Okay. Very interesting, this last topic. So I think we have ended the agenda, and maybe this is the right moment if someone wants to introduce himself. I don't know. Okay, if not, it's not compulsory, obviously. The magic question, if someone wants to be the next MC in the next community call, I imagine also the response, but okay.
Quick poll. I personally will be on vacation next week, and I wonder if that will be the case for other folks as well. Because maybe, I don't know, just to gather some numbers, if we expect the community call to be empty, eventually skip it like we did in KubeCon. What's the common opinion here? Who plans to attend the next one?
Yeah, probably we have to think about it. I don't know. Please go
I
ahead.
be- I believe that at least half of us will be on vacation because European people usually go on vacation during August.
Yeah, my point was maybe let's write this in the channel so that if we
Yeah.
discover that
We can
nobody
write
will
it.
attend, we can avoid scheduling the call
Yeah.
in other people's calendar.
I
I
agree.
will write on the channel after the call and see. Okay, so I want to thank you all, guys, and have a nice day and nice holidays.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you,
Yes.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
So,
Wait. We have
wait.
I just have one quick question, which is you guys were talking about the channel. Is this a Slack channel you're referring to here?
Yeah, Falco channel, yeah.
Okay, great.
in the Kubernetes.
In the community Slack.
I post you a link in the. Let me give me a second. Okay. This is the link of the community repository where you can find all the pointers. Okay. But the channel is.
And I posted also the website. That's falco.org/community.
Exactly.
That has all the, including the recordings of these meetings and the calendar and Slack channel, everything.
Great. I'll join that Slack channel. That will be helpful for me as well.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all, guys.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.